This may be a reading that may resonate with you. If you happen to have Libra in your sun, moon, or rising, maybe even your Venus sign, or maybe you're cross-watching for a Libra. If any of those situations exist in your situation, you might find some things in this reading that may actually make sense to your story. Let me let you in on the fact that you may need a trigger warning if you're watching this reading. The reading may go over some sensitive subjects, and if you feel like you're not in the headspace to maybe listen to sensitive material, here's your opportunity to click off the video. Others of you who are ready to roll with me, let's see what's going on for the Libra Nation, Libra. This week your spirit guides say, let's call you Gemini. Maybe some of you are dealing with a gem, or you have Gemini in your chart. Let it go. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. All right, it feels as though you may need to let go of something this week, or your guides are definitely encouraging you to let go of something, to tear down the walls around your heart. Do you have some type of heart issue, some type of heart disease? Maybe you have hardened your heart against someone, and maybe it has been very difficult for you to let go of a betrayal. It could be a friendship, it could be with a family member, it could no doubt be with this King of Cups. For some of you, this betrayal may have something to do with your children. It feels like this week you might be feeling down, or you might be feeling frustrated. Maybe that's how you've been feeling lately. Or maybe that's just the energy you left off in last week. Yeah, it feels like somebody is very defensive. I think maybe you did have an argument with someone that might be kind of self-destructive and disrespectful. Somebody may have said some foul things to you in the past or in the recent past. This could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I did say Gemini. And this is a Libra reading, so maybe this is an air sign to air sign relationship, but we also have the maiden, which is Virgo. Some of you, this might have something to do with a Virgoan. You are Taurus, Aquarius. Leo shows up very heavily, and then so does this Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But so far, air signs are dominating this reading. You have a Gemini that we're talking about specifically. Gemini Sun. We'll look at that in a minute. This is a Libra. All right, let's see what's going on. Some of you might have a Gemini Moon. Oh, okay. So yeah, this does have something to do with communication. What's going on with Libra? And forgive me if I call you Gemini. Yeah, you're letting something go. This week, Libra Nation, you're walking away from something. You love yourself enough to walk away. Somebody might be feeling hurt as a result of you leaving a situation. I think, honestly, somebody may have felt like you would always be there, that you would never leave them, no matter what they put you through. And I think this week, somebody is feeling crushed because maybe they wish you would come back. And by the looks of things, Libra, I don't know. I think you've had enough. I think that, oh, wow, I forgive you. I'm waiting for an apology. Let's see how that plays out. Is that a possibility? Because it feels honestly like you are deliberately not talking to someone. Someone may feel completely ignored or deserted by you. And I think that this is all somebody can seem to think about is what happened. I think somebody would like to come to you. Something that maybe somebody wasn't ready to acknowledge. Or maybe they just aren't ready to acknowledge. Let's see with this camera. I don't know, are you on camera? Somebody could be watching you on camera. Look at this eyeball in this camera here. Maybe you're under surveillance. Maybe somebody is watching you online. Maybe that's them. Well, it looks like somebody may have created a problem between the two of you. It looks like there was a third person. You're dealing with somebody that likes to self-sabotage. I don't know if they like to self-sabotage. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe this is a pattern. Maybe this is a pattern that you may need to let go of. Or maybe this is you beating up on yourself about maybe some past mistakes, and maybe this is the time where you might need to slow down and give yourself some self-love. Some of you might feel like your stability is being taken away. Maybe this is you being treated at work. Maybe at work you might be feeling powerless over your circumstances, and maybe this is you or someone around you acting in manipulative ways. Now let's see what's going on, okay? Like if this is a love relationship, maybe something has dawned on you. Maybe you've seen what you needed to see about a situation. Yep, Aquarius. Some of you are obviously dealing with another air sign. What is this with time? I think time is money this week. Let's see what this is. You're under some type of deadlines. Wow, yeah, nice. Somebody's definitely acting like an enemy. And it looks like as a result of that, you've gone your separate ways. You're tired of dealing with somebody's judgy behavior, somebody's disrespect, and I think that this is the week where you're realizing that something is not working out. I think you've been trying to hang in there, possibly with a Gemini. I think some of you may have had a very close bond with someone, and now that situation is over, it feels as though somebody would like to rekindle something here. Somebody, I feel, is thinking about you, possibly going through some old pictures, some old photos, or something might pop up that triggers a memory, and it causes somebody to think about you. And I think somebody would like forgiveness for maybe something that they said, or some form of betrayal. For you, it feels like you're not wanting to be surrounded by the negativity that this person brings, or somebody's pessimistic attitude, and somebody that may be argumentative. The other one of you is creating a boundary, and you're deciding to maybe keep your distance from this situation. Maybe until you make a decision about something, or maybe that is your decision. Some of you, the decision that you're waiting for is a finalization of a divorce. Because, I don't know, like I said, this could be domestic violence. Because it definitely feels like somebody could have used some type of weapon against you. Or this is some type of spiritual attack. And maybe that's why I'm hearing no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is definitely... Okay. So what I'm seeing in this situation is that somebody is a cheater. I think somebody is a known cheater. I think some of you may have known that this person was a cheater before you got in kind of deep with this person emotionally. And that's when the betrayal happened, you know? But I think some of you knew what this person was about. Now it feels like maybe there's some things that you can't agree upon, or maybe you can't get this person to coexist with you, to cooperate with something. And now you're feeling rather upset. You're feeling rather pissed off this week. Maybe you're not really feeling like this person is ever really going to change. And it might even be having you wonder about whether or not somebody even cares. For some of you, this person is caught up very deeply in addictions. They might even be going through some type of financial hardship. Or this could be you. We talked about letting it go. You see we got a sword here and a sword here. There's something that you're realizing it is time to cut something off. Because maybe this relationship was like a disease to you. And maybe it really genuinely is time to sever some type of Energetic cord, this feels like this is exactly what you're doing. You feel a very strong bond to somebody, but now it's time to cut something away because something is extremely toxic. It's not working out. It has you worried. It has you feeling frustrated, and it has you feeling down. So I think lately things have been very tense between the two of you. I think the other one is worried. Then maybe there's nothing that they can do about this situation. I think one of you is still very hurt, to the point that this is what you think about, maybe on a regular basis. Maybe you expect, you know what, you're still hurting from this. You let somebody get close to you, Libra. And I think that you're somebody that has a wall up anyway, because that's the overall energy this week, is to tear down the walls around your heart. I think you're just naturally guarded. Maybe you're guarded maybe because of what this person put you through. Or maybe this had something to do with other people too. You're just very guarded. There's definitely some type of temptation. Some of you, this is currently happening in your situation. This might be something, I won't say that you don't see it, because I feel like you do. I don't feel like it comes as a surprise to you, but I definitely feel like your instinct is up this week, having to do with the situation, having to do with maybe not trusting someone and maybe feeling like they're fooling around. Or maybe somebody did something against you. Maybe somebody didn't know, that their actions would affect you this deeply. Or that you would be this hurt to the point that you would, cut off communication. Because this person feels like they're not able to make you budge. They feel like you're completely silent against them. You won't talk to them. And I think maybe part of you is afraid to put yourself out there again. Some of you, the betrayal had something to do with the fact that maybe you were single, you were seeing somebody, and maybe they didn't let you know that they were married or that they were down low. I don't know. But I do feel like somebody could be blaming the other person for their issues. Maybe that was the self-sabotage in the past. And I think that there is somebody that might be coming back to see if you guys can put this behind you again. The thing is, I feel like it's difficult for you, or Libra, you might feel that it's difficult for you to kind of tear these walls down because somebody has been dishonest with you in the past. What they brought to the table was trickery, a whole bunch of tomfoolery. And I think that somebody really still cares for you, Libra. But I think that instead of being completely honest and forthright about the fact that they care about you and think about you on a regular basis, I think they're just going to hide their feelings for you. And this feels like this has everything to do with protecting their pride. Now, what this person really would want from you this week, Libra Nation, is harmony. I think that somebody would like for there to be some type of harmony, maybe for the holidays. Maybe to see you again. But it just feels like both of you might feel like it's a bit risky or kind of like against your better judgment to really walk back into the devil's den, the lion's den in this situation. They feel like it's not safe to approach you. You feel like it's not safe to put them too close to you. So I think that that's the decision that might need to be made this week about whether or not you are done with this situation. And for others of you, it's the decision is whether or not to let somebody come close to you again after, they did you real dirty. And after they acted more like an enemy than anything. For some of you, this could have been a verbal altercation. For some of you, I feel like it was physical. For some of you, I think this might have been done in front of other people. For a lot of you, I feel like this might be some type of spiritual battle. Somebody might be attacking you in that way. It feels like there's something that you might need to take care of in a timely manner this week. Or this is maybe that you're under a lot of deadlines. You're under a lot of pressure. Yeah, this has something to do with your work, I feel. It does. It feels like you're very hard at work with something. But it still feels like even though you're working hard, you're still behind with some bills. Maybe you feel like it's just very difficult to catch up Or once you do get caught up, you get right back behind again. I don't know. Feels like you're going through some type of depression. It seems like you're having a difficult time trusting your intuition. You're having a difficult time making decisions. Maybe you're just having a very difficult time thinking clearly or being able to concentrate. Libra. At work, I think this might have something to do with like the importance of working together. And I don't know, I just don't feel like maybe you work in that type of work environment. I do see somebody who's a team player, but I think that there's somebody at work that might be trying to sabotage you too, Libra. Or this could be you. I don't know, did you get into an accident at work? Because, I don't know, it feels like there could be some type of an injury. A work injury. Wealth. Maybe this is you chasing the dollar at work, but maybe you're not really happy. I don't know, Libra. It does. It feels like you're working really hard or you're just very focused this week. Some of you, it feels like you have children, you have a family, you have a pet. Maybe some of you have an unborn child on the way. Maybe this week you're focused more on providing for your family than being with them. Okay, because like I said before, maybe you feel like you're under a time crunch or you just have a lot of pressure on your shoulders, maybe to get something done. Maybe you have a very results-driven job, a very demanding job. I think this is the week where you might be making a decision. Choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation. You toward your own joy. You deserve it. Okay. I think that's what you're making a decision on this week about your job. Because it does look like I said before, you're trying to increase your material wealth. Thank you, Spirit Guides. You have a lot of excessive pressure on you. So maybe this week, your job, maybe you're looking for some type of freedom, but maybe you feel shackled to your job or you feel shackled to the rat race. And maybe there's something about your situation that you wish you could change. Because it looks like this week maybe you feel blocked off from your family. Maybe there's something that you would like to express. It looks like you're looking for somebody. You're looking for someone. Someone is looking for you. With work, I feel like you could be in demand. You could be very sought after. This could be people looking for you online. That's what I'm feeling. This week, it feels like you might really need the support of other people. You might need, because it looks like you're working by yourself. Okay? And just that doesn't seem to be working for you. I don't know. Maybe some of you, you desire to work autonomously. You just want to work away from other people. You enjoy working by yourself. But it looks like you're looking for something here. You got some type of goal in mind, like a bonus or a promotion. Okay, because it looks like you're trying to hang in there. All right, endurance. It feels like you're really trying to hang in there this week. And I don't know, maybe you kind of lack enthusiasm this week. Let me see what's going on. It just feels like you might take some time off to hang out with friends or maybe work on your vehicle. It feels like maybe there's something going on with your car that maybe you might need to look into. You might need to get your car serviced this week. So maybe you're working hard because you're behind on some bills, maybe. Or you might need to make some time for your children. It feels like maybe you feel like you have to convince this Queen of Swords to maybe let you see children. Maybe you're looking for some clarity about what to do with your situation. It just feels like maybe lately you've been thinking with a lot of emotion. And maybe this is time to maybe think more logically about your situation. Tread carefully. This is what I mean. It might be necessary for you to tread carefully this week. Watch where you're going. Be careful. Be aware of your surroundings. I don't know. Because it just feels like you're very distracted by something, by regret. You're focusing on some type of loss, or you're focusing on some type of betrayal. You have a new beginning on the other side of this. Yeah, you're definitely dealing with somebody who is lost in their addiction. And when I say addiction, this could be some type of unhealthy habit. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol. It could be self-sabotage. Maybe you have some type of scholarly goal. It feels like you have a lot of potential to do something else. There's some type of change that maybe you're wanting to make, career-wise. I don't know. It feels like there is a new beginning. But I think that there might be a situation this week, especially with your work, where you may need to create some type of balance. Okay, because it does feel like maybe there's somebody or there's family that might be wanting your attention or wanting to include you with something. Maybe you are purposely isolating yourself from people. What is going on this week? Maybe it might be beneficial for you to write down how you're feeling. Maybe you write professionally. Maybe you might be getting back to that, because it looks like you're writing something. This could be you writing out some type of game plan, some type of strategy. Maybe you're doing some type of recon, some type of research on something to help further you along. Anyway, I think this is the week where you're strategizing. You're coming up with, like I said, some type of strategy to, or you get the newfound clarity this week to help you come up with a plan to move things along. Feels like there's something preventing you from moving forward or slowing you down from reaching some type of goal or dream. And I think that this is the week where you're going to find a way to be able to overcome it. I think this week somebody around you might be a bit embarrassed to ask for help. Or this could be you. Maybe you are in need of help in some type of way. This is why your guides would be talking about tearing down the walls around your heart. I think that the thing that's preventing you from moving forward or slowing you down is maybe you're wasting your time in some type of way. You might be engaging in some things that are completely unproductive. Maybe this is why you're getting things done at the last minute. Maybe this is why there's a time crunch. Maybe this is you distracting yourself. Maybe you are truly burnout. You might be continuously checking your phone, or maybe you're watching TV. It feels like you're wasting time in some type of way. So this is like your guides, definitely, since we're talking about balancing your schedule. This might definitely be a week where you find a way to manage your time effectively. Okay, because like I said, it feels like there's a lot of time being wasted for some of you. It looks like you may need to relax though. You need some time to recharge, some time to unwind. It just feels like there's not a balance with that. I think this is a week where you might be afraid of your emotions. You don't want to appear foolish, or you don't want to appear sad or helpless. I think there's something that you're hiding a lot. Why? Yeah, somebody's definitely destructive. self-destructive in some type of way. I think other people might be noticing that. Some people are talking behind your back. The people are watching you and noticing something here. Maybe that's why. Maybe you don't want to appear vulnerable. You don't want people to see what you're going through. It just feels like this week, this is a very emotional week for you. Even though you might feel like you're embarrassed to ask for help, you might have to. You might have to, Libra or a cross watcher, ask for what you need. Somebody might be bribing somebody, might have a deal that they're making on the side. Oh, okay. This might be a child that's missing you. Okay, because it looks like you're working a lot. Talk to you about work-life balance. Somebody's missing you. Maybe you're working a lot to maybe take your mind off of something or someone this week. And maybe you don't want to think about somebody. Maybe you don't want to miss them. Like I said, it might be an old photo that brings you back down memory lane, that makes you think about this person. You're going through some type of financial issue. I did say an accident, like this could be like a workers' comp thing. Maybe you have an injury. Maybe that's keeping you from going in. This feels like this is a foot injury. You hurt your ankle. You hurt your back. Something might be going on. This feels like this is a feminine issue here, since Scorpio is a feminine sign. Something might be going on with the reproductive organs or the urinary tract. You have a UTI possibly. You might have a feminine health issue. Yeah, it feels like there's an injury that has you out of commission this week. Definitely pay attention, again, to your surroundings. Tread carefully with the Seven of Swords. For some of you, I do feel like you have an enemy. You have somebody that might be trying to backstab you. We do have this card here talking about betrayal. You might be around people this week that you don't trust. This could be a lover. This could be co-workers. This could be extended family. This week, it does. It feels like there might be some quarreling, some arguing at your house. Maybe having to do with a gathering. Maybe this is why you're avoiding people and now you're deciding to maybe focus on your work. But like I said, it feels like it's an injury or an illness that's keeping you from work this week. Or you're just frankly burnt out and you need to get some sleep. You're not drinking enough water. You're not sleeping enough. You're taking on way too much. You're not listening to your intuition, Libra. I'm like, Libra, cross watcher, what is going on? Some of you, you're a Libra, Scorpio cusp. What's going on here? I think it has something to do with this situation. You're not talking to somebody any longer. You've lost contact. This week, you might feel like you really need a good cry. And you might feel like you're just in the dark. You don't know what to do. And you definitely have some things going on at work. You're procrastinating on something. I don't quite understand why, Libra. But whatever the case is, I think this is a week where we did talk about you're making a decision. You're making a decision about whether or not to quit or to change your perspective or to reevaluate your job. Is there something about your job that you do need to change? Or do you just need to change it all together? On the flip side of this, it feels like some good things are about to happen. It feels like you're about to be on the receiving end of some type of blessing. Okay, because whatever you're receiving, it feels like it's something that makes you happy. Maybe it's something that you've been wishing for the longest time. And now you're able to move forward with something. Singles, it feels like somebody's really trying to sleep with you this week. Okay. Anyway, all that aside, it feels like there could be some new opportunities that could be opening up for you pretty soon as far as work is concerned. Especially, let's say, if you've been putting out your You've been doing, pounding the pavement, looking for a new job, or trying to figure things out, figure out what your next move is. I think that it's going to start falling into place. But before then, it feels like your health and healing is going to be necessary for you to make that a priority. Okay, because like I said, it feels honestly like some of you are dealing with something. UTI, like I mentioned. You're having some type of discomfort in your body. Maybe you're not going to the doctor. Like I said, it's just the past that is just pulling you down emotionally, and you're not able to, you haven't been able to find a way to let go of certain things that may have happened in the past. You're worried about some things, because it definitely feels like you're worried about some things. You're irritated with somebody. I think you're irritated with a lover, pissed off at somebody this week. Maybe that's why this Tower is here. You did have the 7 of Swords, and now the Tower is here. Maybe that's why you're upset. You found out about something. Somebody doesn't want to be alone, it feels like. Afraid to be alone, afraid to start over. Some of you, I promise you, you don't want to do this job. You're burnt out. Or like I said, you feel like a slave to something here. But you don't see a resolution to a work situation, or you want to see movement. It feels like this is a week, or within the next 7 days, you figure out how to get some type of movement out of a stagnation type of situation. Definitely may need to change up your diet and maybe eat fresher, because it feels like you're putting a lot of toxins in your body, or some things that don't really, feels like your body doesn't really like what you're putting in it. What's going on? Yeah, a lot of this does have to do with the past. You're having a very difficult time forgiving somebody. This might be what's affecting you health-wise. You're stress eating, you're eating a whole bunch of junk. It might have something to do with what's in your pockets. Maybe, like I said, something may have popped up. I didn't say that. I think that something may have popped up maybe last week that really hit your pockets kind of heavily, and now you're having to kind of like scrimp and save. For some of you, it does have a lot to do with your nutrition. Maybe some of you, it has something to do with weight gain. It does feel like maybe you're not moving around a lot. You're in the house, or you're really worked. It feels like you're shackled to your desk, or you know what I mean? And it just feels like maybe you're living a very sedentary life. You're grabbing to eat whatever is around you, but I don't think it's really, I don't know, it just feels like it's starting to be harmful to you in some type of way. Maybe there's some type of adjustment that you're making to your health here. You're just eating the things that you're craving. But maybe it's time for you to maybe eat cleaner, or choose some life-affirming foods, because, like I said, whatever this is that you're eating is really burning you out. And maybe this week you're kind of worried about your health, or you're worried about somebody else's health. Definitely see an issue with your kidneys, though. I see skin issues. I see breathing issues. And it feels like this is the week, maybe even some slow digestion. Because it feels like you're drinking a lot of sugar or caffeinated beverages. A lot of salt, processed stuff. I think somebody might be diabetic. I definitely see like a lot of chaos around you. Definitely see some foggy thinking. Somebody have pneumonia? Some type of breathing issue? This is Libra. Anyway, this is definitely a week where you might be concerned about either your health or the health of somebody around you. Yeah. I think this is the week where maybe you don't, Maybe last week you didn't feel as financially secure as you would like to be. That's what I mean. It feels like there's some type of success that's coming in. You're going to get some type of stability coming in. Especially if you do own your own business. Let's say that's the case. This might be the competitor. Here's somebody, some type of opposition. If you do have your own, what am I trying to say, business, yeah. Watch out, because it looks like somebody might be trying to pull a fast one on you. No worries, okay? Because it looks like the spiritual realm is taking care of these people. There's somebody that's trying to destroy you, but it's all being taken care of. It looks like somebody's karma turns on them this week. Because it definitely feels like, yep, your enemy is defeated. You definitely have an enemy around you, okay, with this betrayal card. And like I said, especially, like I said, if this is at work, you own your own business, somebody is coming in with some shady dealings, okay, and are trying to create some type of loss for you. This is a feminine health issue. It feels like maybe you're spotting between periods. You have some type of clot, blood clot. Didn't I say heart issues? Heart disease? Blood loss? That's what I mean. For some of you, this might be a very serious matter, and it might be really necessary for you to get something looked at, because it looks like you're struggling with something health-wise, and you may not know exactly what it is or what the cause of this is. Yeah, this feels like this is health issue, heart-related, blood-related, okay. Like I said, it feels like this is something serious, Libra, to get looked into. Or this has something to do with, like I said, reproductive organs. It could be an STD, possibly. All right, let's see. One last thing, Holy Spirit. Is there anything else that I missed having to do with Libras this week? Anything else that Libra needs to be aware of this week, Holy Spirit? Did you lose a friend, Libra? That could be what that betrayal is about. It does look like there could have been a passing of somebody around you. Okay, so if there has been some type of death, I'm trying to say theft, but obviously for some of you there has been a death. A robbery, possibly. It feels like you're going to be able to bounce back from some type of loss here. But it feels like you might be going your separate ways from somebody. Especially if this is a marriage, this feels like this is a separation. You guys might separate for a period of time to maybe figure some things out. Are you going to the park? I know that sounds so random, but I do see something here with children and animals. It's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance in your life. We mentioned before about children and family and finding balance. I don't know, maybe you might be doing something as random as taking your kids to the park. Getting your health in order, getting your house in order in some type of way. Or it definitely feels like you have some snakes around you. I definitely feel like you're going to be seeing the snakes in the grass, Libra, this week. Or maybe you already do. And again, this feels like this is either in love or in matters of business. Or in some cases, Libra, you might be the snake. And people might be realizing that about you. Definitely this week, your guides are saying maybe you might be taking life too seriously. Maybe it really is time to lighten up and clear up some old emotional wounds. There's some signs that are going to be coming in to you from your guides. It feels like they might be sending you a lot of angel numbers this week. It feels like your guides are definitely trying to deliver a message to you. They're definitely encouraging you to clear and shield your energy, strengthen your aura, because it feels like it's being impacted by some negativity around you. There's definitely some synchronicities that are going to be leading you in a new direction. Again, this feels like before this year is over, again, you're being directed to make a decision. You're being directed to let certain things go. Whatever no longer serves you, it's time to part ways with that this week. Whatever the case is, a job, a career, a mindset, it's time to make a decision. Maybe literally some of you are waiting for a court decision and this is something that's really stressing you out. Or this is a divorce and maybe you're having to find, maybe that's something that's impacted your pockets and you're finding a way to bounce back. This is definitely going back to this with the Seven of Swords. Tread lightly. It feels like you may need to pay very close attention to your surroundings. No, this isn't saying be paranoid or go to extremes, but it is saying that your mind, again, is wandering this week and you got some type of enemy, okay? So you definitely want to be mindful of what you see. Or maybe something that you don't see, but you'll definitely sense it intuitively. I definitely feel like you want, especially some of you might live in the desert. There might be just this need for a change of scenery this week. Maybe a vacation or time to rest might be something that you might make a priority this week. But I promise you, somebody this week would like for you to open your heart to love. It's just going to be entirely up to you about whether or not that's what you want to do. But it feels like somebody wants to approach you with that. It could even be extended family. All right, Libra Nation, well, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Libra, if you found that this reading was helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Consider subbing to my channel if you haven't already. If you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you don't miss an upload of mine whenever I upload a video for somebody that you're cross-watching for or for your own sign, whenever I go live. Thank you, Libra Nation, for tuning in this week. I'll see y'all next week, Libra Nation. Peace out.